Hey Pugh crew, welcome back. We are standing out in front of Islands of Adventure, about to head in and do a video that some of you have been requesting and one that we're kind of excited for. So neither one of us have ever ridden a ride by standing in the single rider's line. And a lot of you say that that saves you some time. So what we're gonna do in today's video is we're gonna compare Express Pass to the single rider's line. This should actually be a really good day to try this because it's very busy. Like, we were looking at wait times earlier and it was like, everything was over an hour from what we saw. Velocicoaster was like 100 minutes. So let's get in here and check it out. The adventure begins. So does the experiment. So a common misconception is that every ride over here at Islands of Adventure has single rider's line. A lot of people think that every ride at Universal Orlando has a single rider's line, but the fact is it's kind of limited. And what's more limited is rides with both express and single rider lines. So like today, there's only 5 over here in Islands. You've got everything in Marvel, so Hulk, Doom, not Stormforce, but Hulk, Doom, and Spider-Man. Then you have Velocicoaster, which doesn't have an express line. And then you've got Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. So you know us, we would normally start our morning with the Hulk, but unfortunately, right now it is delayed. We're hoping that comes back up so we can test it there, but we are gonna test it at least the other 3 as long as something crazy doesn't happen and they all go down. But we'll try to get Hulk, so we would like to do this experiment at all 4 rides, which it's possible at. But let's head on into Marvel Island and get this started. I guess the first place we'll go, might as well wake up. We're gonna go over to Dr. Doom. So we got over here, and how we're gonna do this is we're both just gonna start with our phones, start a timer when we get in line. But I guess this is gonna be kind of weird saying goodbye to Anna. So she's gonna do single riders in this one, and I'm gonna jump in express. And we're off. So, as I showed you, it took me just over 7 minutes, I believe what it was. Let's see what Anna did. Yeah, there it goes, 1:52. That kind of shocks us. However, there are a couple things that could have thrown that off. One, there was only 1 tower running.
Right.
And so, like, the first family of 3, Anna's just going to get on because there was nobody else in the single rider's line.
Right.
And I think that's because it's just not obvious where it's at. Like, we had to ask.
Yeah, so when I walked up the stairs, there was literally no one in line, and like before I even got to the end, the attendant like unhooked the thing and like told me where to go. So I literally walked right onto the ride. But like Tyler said, the single rider line is kind of off to the left, and there's not like a sign or anything. Like, we knew that there was single rider line there, and we had to ask for it.
Yeah, most of the time there's like a sign above, like beside Express or something like that.
Yeah.
Also, this ride was a 60-minute wait, so both of these were like a fantastic way to save some time. So we are going to run over and jump on the Hulk. It is back up, so we're excited about that. It'll be weird riding without you. I don't know the last time that I've been on a roller coaster without you. Like, Doom was terrifying because I'm already not a big fan of those seats.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's head over there and see the results of this. I'm kind of interested now. Like, this has piqued my interest. I didn't think single riders would be faster than express.
No.
And I'm just kind of curious if it's because of like the situation over there. We'll see.
Also, with Hulk, we do have to put all of our things, including our phones, in the lockers. So we'll update you with our time when we get those back out.
Okay, so we just got off the Hulk, got our stuff, and got over here. Hulk was a 2.5 hour wait.
Yeah.
So our times on this, like, we're really happy with them.
Yeah, so Tyler is the one that went through the express line.
Again.
And his time was 27 minutes and 36 seconds.
Yeah.
And I did the single rider's
Yep.
line, and my time was 41 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So the single rider's line was a good bit longer.
Yeah,
but like Tyler said, the line was super long where it shut down this morning.
And a lot of people were like rushing the single riders. So,
Yeah.
But now I guess it's time to go jump on Spider-Man and check that out. I'm not sure. When we just looked on the app, it was like an hour wait. So, like, we'll see. She walked right by me. Walked right by me. You left me. And as we're walking up to Spider-Man, it looks like it is a 55-minute wait. I'm once again going to jump in Express, and Anna's going to hit up the single riders. So we just walked up here after getting off Spider-Man. We're in between like Toon Lagoon and Marvel. It's like beside that stage that they don't use. You know where I'm talking about, like the big stadium. But it's crazy in there. Like there's so many people.
It's wild today.
Spider-Man wasn't that bad.
No.
Like 55 minutes isn't generally, like, we've seen it worse.
Yeah.
But Hulk, like we said, 2.5 hours. But we had something interesting happen on Spider-Man.
Yeah, so we actually thought that we were going to get put on the same part. Like, I saw Tyler and I saw him getting on.
I wish I had it on, like, we were like, looked at each other like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
We were so excited. But I actually got put on the cart behind him. I was like the next single rider in line, but that cart just worked out perfectly. So I think it took you like right at 10
It was like
minutes?
30, it was like 30 seconds difference. Like, it was like 10:30 for me. We could look at the phones or whatever, but no, it was like 10:30 and like 11 something for her. Like, so like, yeah, I thought it was going to work out. And some of you are probably wondering why I'm using Express and she's using single riders. To be honest, we thought Express would be faster every time.
Yeah.
So like, it was just like, oh, I can get out and get some B-roll or whatever I need to do. But yeah, right now it's kind of flip-flopping, and then that one is almost a tie. This is really weird. So we are actually headed over to Forbidden Journey. We forgot to mention that because that's the last place where they have both Express and single riders line. And we actually learned something today that we didn't know. The attendant over at Spider-Man told us that single riders isn't like a permanent fixture at most of these rides. Like, they alternate when it's open. We always thought, like, I think you thought it as well, like, we always thought that they always had single rider lines in certain rides, and apparently, like, all of them are subject to their, like, discretion. Like, they can choose whether to have them open or not. And he said it wasn't necessarily based on, like, how busy it is. He didn't really tell us why. He just said that sometimes they're open, sometimes they're not. And when we walked up to Spider-Man, they had literally, like, just opened the single riders line, like, 5 or 10 minutes before that, he said. So I was just thinking, this will be the first time I've ever ridden Forbidden Journey without you. I know I said something about, like, riding those other rides, but this one will be a little bit different because, like, this is something that we love experiencing together.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been on it at all without you. So it's going to be kind of weird.
It's going to make me a little bit sad.
Yeah, because we, like, not to be sappy, we always, like, hold hands when we get on that ride. Because, like, it's just, like, I don't know, it's part of our life, I guess. Like, not the ride, but just like Harry Potter in general.
Right, as like Harry Potter fans, and that's something that we've bonded over. Like, we just love experiencing that together.
So this will be odd. Oh look, a muggle. We've made it to the castle, and now it's time to head on in. So, that was awkward, but we did just get off Forbidden Journey. We weren't really that close. I think, what do you have the time?
Yeah, so
I think my wait. So the wait time for Forbidden Journey, I forgot to get footage of it.
Yeah.
It was 85 minutes with Express. Mine was 27 minutes and 36 seconds.
It's 27 minutes and 36 seconds.
Yeah,
it's
27 minutes and 36 seconds. Yeah.
I'm scared.
And then what was yours?
Mine was 41 minutes and 25 seconds.
So I'm not going to say Express is faster. It was today.
Yeah.
But we've heard people, we hear from y'all that, y'all have great success.
Right.
With single riders. I think it might just sort of depend on the day.
Well, and two of the attractions that we rode today, both Polk and Forbidden Journey, have been shut down at some point today, which kind of lets those lines build up sometimes. So I think that definitely played a role in it. But the real problem with the single riders line is that it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
So we learned today that it's not always available, and there are several rides that it's never available for. So if that's your plan when you come here, it's hit or miss. It may not be available that day, and it could kind of ruin your plan.
So one of the reasons I mentioned it being awkward or kind of weird riding without Anna is because, that's the benefit of Express. It's basically like doing single riders, but guaranteeing yourself to ride with who you want to ride with.
Yeah.
Vagrants. But I know a lot of people come here with the plan of just being oh, we're just gonna all single riders, and then we're just gonna ask them to put us together, and don't do that. I think it probably puts the team members in a weird spot, and a lot of times it's just not gonna happen. They're not gonna be able to accommodate you because that's not what the single rider lines are for. Our verdict is basically that it does save you time. If Express is out of the question and either you can't afford it or they're sold out, because that does happen, single riders is a great way to save some time. We just wouldn't always count on it because, like we said, we weren't aware that they can just take them away or put them in whenever they want. We thought they were always available. So you hate to get down here with the plan of being oh, we're just going to do single riders all week and then it just not be open the entire time. Personally, I think I prefer Express Pass, even though I know today, like I said, it looked like Express was a little faster, but I'm not sure that that's always going to be the case.
Right.
So I think we still prefer Express Pass, but if it's not, if that's not an option, definitely consider doing the single riders line if you don't mind riding alone. All right, guys, that wraps up today's video. Leave us a comment in the comment section and let us know, do you use single riders to, cut down wait times even when you're with, a big group? We'd love to hear about that because I just wasn't that comfortable with it. So we'd love to hear your opinion on it.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. You can hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you get an alert every time we post a new video.
Thanks for watching. I missed Anna.